Hello everybody and welcome to The Day I Became a God, episode uno, anime review, the newest anime from Jun Maeda, who if you are unaware, which I'm sure many people are aware, guy he wrote Clanad, he wrote Angel Beats, he wrote Charlotte. We've got a rough idea of what we're in for here. Like, maybe not exactly, but we know the kind of thing we're getting, and from the first episode, yeah, it looks like it's gonna follow, we know where we're going towards the end. They're going to try and make us cry, and whether they succeed or not, that's up for everyone's debate. I will say from this first episode, the pink girl, who, it's weird because they never told us her actual name, like her proper name, but then in all the promotional stuff they've told us her name. So now do I say her name, or do I just leave it a mystery because the show's not told us her name? I probably won't say her proper name because they haven't said it in the show yet. She's Odin, she's Sato was her surname, but they haven't said like her first name. So that's pretty weird. Weird way of, because you're going to advertise it like that. But whatever, I guess that's not important. The episode itself, I mean, it was a start-up episode. It was introducing you to some of the characters. It was alright. Things took a turn towards the end. Things went a lot faster than I was expecting them to towards the end, which we'll get to. But no, I think I enjoyed it overall. Anyway, let's get on with the episode, see how everything went down, and do this thing. We begin with our heroine, the pink girl, sitting in a wide void on what seems to be like a director's chair, talking about how those days used to be good. Presumably this is taking place later on, and it's like everyone's already dead, the world's ended, and she's just looking back on them days as she's the last one alive, maybe. That's sort of how I look from it. We'll get more on that later, I'm sure. Then we cut to the dude, the main dude. His name is Yota, by the way. He's playing basketball with his friend, whose name, I don't know. I don't know if they said it or if I just missed it, but I didn't write it down, so he's just friend for now. They're playing some basketball, and then he went to get a drink. Hydration, important, do it. Then Pink Girl shows up in front of him and is like, I am a god, I am Odin. I was just like, okay, not what I expected, but whatever. She knows all his questions before he asked them, so there's at least some sort of future seeing ability going on there. She wants to play basketball, is the gist of it. She's like, I want to play that thing you're playing. So he's like, okay, let's go play basketball. Friend kun. Thinks she's acting all toony because, well, she is. I don't have much else to add on that. She doesn't get the point of basketball. She's like, what happens? Does something cool happen when you, when you dunk a sick hoop, basically? And the friend, what's his name? Yota, I'm forgetting his name already. Is like, well, we've taken a break from studying, unwind, logical reasoning really. And she's like, why are you studying, man? The world is gonna end in 30 days. You need to, live your life quickly. So that's, they don't necessarily believe that the world's gonna end in 30 days. She doesn't have a house, and the main dude, Yota, apparently has a date after this, and friend is just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave before I get stuck with the pink girl. Basically, so she's your responsibility, you deal with it, is how I took it. He totally flaked on his friend, so he would have to deal with the pink girl by himself. That's what I think anyway. He's a bad friend. Nah, he's a great friend, what am I saying? I do find it funny how Yota talks to her like she's a literal child. I mean, she is a lot younger than him, but that's not the point. Her surname is Sato, like we learn here, so that's probably what I'll call her from now on. Like, I don't really want to call her Odin, because that'd be weird. Sato. She's annoyed because his name is Yota Narukami. Narukami means like God of the Sun or something, which is pretty damn awesome. Like, I wish like Western names had cool meanings like that. I'd love to be called God of the Sun. That'd be rad. That'd be awesome. Asgard isn't connected to a train line. Fun fact. I did think that was kind of funny. It was like, okay, how do you get home? She's like, where do you live? Asgard. Okay, how do you get there? Oh, well, you take the train from here. And he's like, of course that's not how it works, Very funny. I did think that was funny. Childhood friend who he's going to meet is called Izanami. And that's also, because, that's a god too, Izanami. So she's double annoyed. She's like, why am I surrounded by all these people with god names? What's going on? That's not okay. I'm the actual god here. And then I guess he decides to take her with him. He was like, well, I can't leave you on your own, so I guess I'll take you on my study date at the library. this random child who is just bothering him. Let's be honest, she's bothering him at this point. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, okay, there's a small child claiming to be a god and she's following me around everywhere. What do I do in this situation? It's not a situation that occurs in everyday life. It's very strange. During their walk, they stop at a convenience store because Pink Girl, Sato, wants an umbrella for the rain, despite it being a beautifully sunny day out. Psych, it rains. It comes pouring down in just about 3 seconds, if even that. So, of course, Yota gets absolutely soaked, whereas Sato, big brain Sato, brought an umbrella, so she is perfectly dry. She also knew that the bus would get stuck in traffic, so it would be faster to walk. And at this point, Yota must be looking like, damn, she's getting a lot of this stuff right. Like, there's something here. Izanami is unfazed by Sato doing her old god thing. She's like, oh, so you're a god, that's cool. And Yota gets hard friend-zoned when they get there. She's all like, yeah, he's just a friend. And he's like, oh, I got hit in the gut by friend zone. She doesn't seem interested anyway. She's like moving away from the other guys as they sit with her as well. Hardcore rejection, everyone. And then because he got friend zoned, did Yota, he starts making a lot of noises like, studying is fun! And then the librarian kicks them out. Don't know why she kicked Sato out as well. Presumably she didn't, but Sato just followed Yota because that makes a lot of sense to me anyway. Yota finally decides to ask, hey, why is the world going to end? It's because of humanity's foolish choices. What does that mean? Apparently there's no nuke button, so it's not a nuke. I don't know what it is. It's probably going to be some supernatural bollocks. They always end up being supernatural things in some sort of way. Maybe it's probably like they're going to anger a god or something. And God is like, I'm going to destroy the world now. But I'm not too sure. She's going to use her body as a vessel to bring forth some old guy. And by old, I mean like ancient, part of history guy. So that Yota can talk to her, or him, so they can believe it. Of course, that's not actually what happened. She just starts quoting from the dude's book, I guess, that he wrote. I'm not familiar on the guy they were talking about, I'm going to be honest. So I'm not too sure. She's hungry, wants some ramen. So they go to a ramen place. It's very godly. I did like that, there's like little text things that are like saying like godly ramen or whatever. And then when it pans around, they're still there. They're like balloons, I guess. The old man and Yota go way back. They're great friends. Horse racing results. She gets the results exactly right again. And they're like, okay, that was a coincidence, right? So then she's like, there's another one, right? I'll guess the whole lineup. And she does. She gets the whole lineup exactly right. To which Yota and the old man are absolutely stunned. And the old man is just like, Yota, this girl could make us billionaires. And I'm just like, do it then. You wouldn't even need... If you just won 2 or 3 games, you'd be set. Like, you'd be highly suspicious getting like 3 in a row absolutely correct. Like, that would be ridiculous. But you'd get a lot of money. I mean, they wouldn't be able to prove it. They wouldn't be able to prove that you've been cheating. They'd be like, oh yeah, admit that you cheated. Oh yeah, this random girl told me it. I was gonna say like daughter, but I'm like, no, she's not even. She's just random, ain't she? So yeah, but then the old man is like, all right, we gotta do something with this. And Yota grabs her, flees the place. Hopefully he paid for his food. You don't want to dine and dash. Just to escape the girl becoming a I don't know what to call her, a money-making machine, essentially. At this point, Yota realizes, okay, she must be telling the truth about at least something, because she can see the future, and that's not a thing that normal people can do. Not see the future, but she's predicting the future. She's decided that I'm going to stick around with you, Yota, until the world ends, which translates to I'm going to just bother you for the next 30 days. So that's fair enough. I'll be honest, she's kind of annoying. Like, she's not super annoying, but the way she's always doing like the old-timey folk speech and the god this and god that, kind of annoying. So hopefully that gets toned down a little bit the more time that she spends with him. I'm still willing to suspect that. If we're on like the final episode and she's still doing that garbo, then I'm going to be annoyed. But for right now, I'm okay with it. But it is something that is a little annoying. She's decided to stay with him, as I said. His wish is to go to the same college as Izanami, which, shoot for the stars. You're aiming low. You have a wish that you could do practically anything, and you're shooting here. And she's like, idiot, world ends in 30 days. You can't go to college. And he's like, oh, okay then. But instead she says, hey, I'll help you become a better bloke so you can get with her. And he's like, okay, that's my wish. And then she's like, all right, well, first thing, she likes baseball. And he's like, I play basketball. No, I've wasted so much time. And she's like, okay, we'll just challenge the baseball team and win and hit a massive home run to make yourself look cool to impress her. And he's like, perfect. It's not perfect at all. It's not going to work because he doesn't know how to baseball. And she's just like, duh, you have me. I am a genius. We can figure this out, all right? We can cheat, basically, to get this thing to work. And I thought, okay, we're going to do some training, couple episodes, and in a few episodes' time, we're going to have the baseball match, and he's going to do it. He's going to win, he's going to succeed, he's going to get the girl, everything's going to be great. That's not exactly how everything panned out. So then we cut immediately to the baseball game. No preparation needed, I guess. It goes pretty well because she, Odin Sato, has told Yota exactly what balls the pitcher is going to throw for every one. So she told him, don't swing for this one, don't swing for this because of this. And she's got every single one right. Then she says the fifth ball, that's your go-to ball. That's the one you'll be able to hit. No problemo. However, it's not exactly how it goes. So her prediction was wrong. That wasn't the ball they threw. So I think she got that wrong on purpose for some reason. Like, I think she knew exactly what they were going to throw, but she told him a different thing. Like, I don't, because at this point, I believe in her powers 100%. But I think for some reason, maybe like she wouldn't have been able to stay with him if he had got with the girl, so she made it so he'd get rejected on purpose. Which, yeah, that's a little spoiler for what happens next, but whatever. He looks like an idiot in front of her. She grabs him and goes, go confess your feelings right now, which he does, and gets insta-rejected, which kind of feel bad for Yota, but he had it coming, is what I'm going to say to that. He really did have it coming. Just to say, the god wants to go live with him. The god Sato wants to go live with him, and he's like, even if I was okay with that, my parents would not be. And she's like, nah, mate, just call them. They'll be fine. And that's what he did. He's like, Mum, there's a strange girl and she wants to come live with us. And the interesting thing is the mum says, how old does she look and what is she wearing? And he explains it, and then she's like, okay, fine, she can stay with us. So I've got in my head that there's some sort of time travel nonsense going on here. Just the fact that the mum sort of recognizes the girl from somewhere, like, oh, I know what you look like, I know your rough age, I know your clothes. So she's probably been told about her at some point, or she knows somehow that this girl is coming. Like, I don't know how, but that's definitely the impression I got from the brief talk on the phone. I could be wrong again though. And it's just, the question is just, who is she? Like, what is she to make the mum say that? Is she like an actual god? Is she just a person chunibyoing as a god? Is she some sort of demigod? Has she just been given godly powers all of a sudden? Who knows? There's a lot of questions that could be asked. And so far that's good. Having questions at the end of a first episode is what you want, because it keeps you coming back for more. That was the end of the episode, as I said. I like the sort of mystery element to it. I just don't like... I mean, their interactions were fine, but like, you know, there's something that not bothers me, but she's a little bit annoying, you know? She seems way more annoying to me than any of the ones from, you know, the other Angel Beats, Charlotte. This pink girl, Sato, seems way more annoying, but that might just be me. Like, and also it's early days, you know? It's really early days. I'm not gonna write her off just yet. But who knows where we're going from here? My guess is they're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of good days, and then the world's going to end, and she's going to survive, and then they're going to sort of... Maybe it's a time loop. Maybe it's a time loop type thing. Could be that. Who knows? Anyway, what was my favourite part of this debut episode, though? Let's check that out and see what it was. So my favourite part of the episode is just all the build-up during that baseball match to her prediction being wrong. Like, they very slowly went like, oh, the first pitch is this. Oh, we got it. The second pitch is this. Oh, she was right again, you know. And then he's like, all right, fifth pitch, I'm going to do this. There's no doubt in my mind that it was wrong. And like, just his reaction is like, why was it wrong? That was the important one, you know. And her super dismissiveness of it makes me think she definitely got it wrong on purpose. Like, I've got in my head that she's probably time looping. So she's probably gone through this a lot. Because she maybe it's not that she can see the future. Maybe it's that because she's time looping, she already knows the future. So like maybe she's been through this hundreds of times already. She's trying to find a way for the world to not end. Maybe that's what's going on. You know, I've just had to put that together in my head now. If that's right, I'm gonna be very impressed, because I would say I haven't read the manga. There is no manga. This is anime original. So if that's right, I'm thumbs up. But then why does the mum know her? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she went back in time. It's too early to make really bold predictions like that. It's way too early. But so far, I am enjoying it. I am interested in seeing where this goes. I've got, you know, everyone sort of thinks it's going to go a similar way to the other ones, where they're going to try and make you cry at some point. Whether or not they succeed that's a completely different situation. That's got nothing to do with it. They're going to try though, and that is the important thing. Hopefully this is at least decent. I mean, so far it looks like it's going to be at least decent. I can't see this going down the route of it's complete crap. But who knows? Again, a little bit too early to tell. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.